Okay, in this program, we're now starting to look at how Python handles numbers. If you look at line 1, we've created a variable called num1, and we've set it to be equal to 5, and then in the line underneath, we've got a variable called num2, and we've set it to be equal to 2. As we go down here, we've got some print statements saying what's going to happen in the line underneath, and then we've got some sums happening within the print statement, so num1 plus num2, the subtraction one, num1 minus num2, and so on. If I just run this and let you see the output on the right hand side, we can check each one. So for the addition, 5 plus 2 is 7. For the subtraction, 5 minus 2 is 3. For the multiplication, 5 times 2 is 10. For division, 5 divided by 2 gives you 2.5. For this one here, this is floor division where they've rounded down. And obviously 5 divided by 2 goes in twice, and there's and it then rounds it down to 2, so there's no the remainder, not the remainder, sorry, after the decimal point disappears. For modulus though, what we're getting here is the remainder. So 2 goes into 5 2 times, and then there's 1 left over. So that's what it's displaying here. Squared is it's just number 1 that's being squared. So 5 squared is 25. And then for cubed, 5 cubed is 125. If you just look at the symbols that we use to do each one, so the plus symbol and the minus symbol are straightforward. It's an asterisk for multiplication. It's a backslash for division. Floor division is 2 backslashes. For modulus, it's the percentage sign. To raise anything to the power of, it's 2 asterisks. So asterisk, asterisk 2, square something, asterisk, asterisk 3, cube something, and you could actually have asterisk, asterisk, and any number here, and it would multiply it by itself to that power. If I now just change this program a little bit, and I put inverted commas around the 5 and the 2, which is what we've previously been doing when we put information in a variable. So this is now text. Without the inverted commas, it's numbers. With the inverted commas, it's text. If I run it now, we are able to get 52 because 5 plus 2 is text, as 2 goes after the 5 and it displays that. But as it goes on, it's no longer able to carry out the mathematical operations and it crashes. So when you're assigning a number, there should be no inverted commas. When it's text, obviously, there are. Next thing to think about is getting numbers from the user. So instead of having 5 and 2, I'm going to put an input statement, and I'm going to say, what is the first number? And I'm going to do the same again for number 2, and I'm going to say, what is the second number? Now, if I run it again, let's just see what happens. What is the first number? Oh, I've not spelled it properly. Let's stop that and correct it. Run it again. What is the first number? Let's make the first number 3 and the second number 4. And as you can see, we've got the same error that we just got a minute ago, because what's happening is Python is treating what I'm typing in as text. We need to tell it specifically that numbers are being typed in. And how do we do that? We need to use the int command to tell Python we're getting integers from the user. So an integer is a whole number. And we'll do the same again for the second line. And now hopefully when I run it, it's treating them as and storing them as numbers. So what is the first number? 7. What is the second number? 3. And it works. So 7 plus 3 is 10, 7 minus 3 is 4, and so on, giving us the correct answer all the way down. I'm going to change this program again. If we wanted to perform our calculation up the top, we can do that. So we can say total equals num1 plus num2. And because we're already dealing with numbers, I don't need to put int around these. It will work. I know that it's numbers. And if we now can just print total on its own. So what is the first number? We don't want it to appear over here, we want it to appear here. What is the first number? 4. What is the second number? 2. 4 plus 2 is 6, that's working. If I want to have a sentence here, so I'm going to say num 1 plus num2 equals, and we'll have the total printing out. Now we're getting a red line here suggesting to us that there's an error. Let's just show it up here. Oh, I need to have a plus here. Now the red line's going away, but still when I run it, first number is 2, the second number is 9. It has given me an error, and it's telling me that the error is to do with integers and strings, and that the operand plus cannot be used to add an integer to a string. So what has to happen now is when we converted the text that came in from the user into a number here, we now need to convert the numbers that are here into text, and the opposite of int is str for string. So I'm going to need to wrap these variables each in an str. To tell it that we're actually dealing with text. And now when I run the same program, the computer knows, oh, end of file while parsing. I think I'm missing a bracket here. Yeah, that's what that means. Let's run it again. What is the first number? 4. What's the second number? 2. 4 plus 2 equals 6. It displays that correctly on the screen.